Welcome to a Newsbeat Live exclusive that's only available for you members, so you will not find this video on YouTube or Facebook. You'll have to connect to your Newsbeat portal in order to get it. Today is April 29th, 2020. One of the most blessed things about April 29th, 2020 is that in exactly 2 trading days, this month will no longer exist. And I believe it was the hardest, most challenging month I have ever seen. Other traders too. I'm just woke enough to talk about it. I love that new word. I find it hilarious. I like making fun of everybody who uses it, myself included. I like making fun of myself for using that word woke. Um, I'm so, and so it was kind of weird today. I became woke to a new strategy that's been working. And what I'm going to do right now is, oh God, if I could find Twitter. I'm going to go ahead and just tweet it out. We're going to go ahead and tweet it out again. And here we go. So we're going to start off, ladies and gentlemen, with the new. Hold on, the screen will go black. Your screen is black. Thou dost findeth no light. And theneth at the endeth of the tunneleth has cometh the neweth. Know your limit strategy. So one of the pretty similar to the ones before. You choose a newsbeat name / volume name that has a gap up or gap down you like. I I prefer newsbeat names, but there are names that I add to the list later which have volume. The first time it hits the 8 EMA, 21 EMA, 55 EMA, or 100 EMA on a 5-minute chart, notice it could work on the 1 minute as well, but I really want to highlight the 5 minute here for conviction. You simply switch over to a 1 minute chart. For longs, you wait for the next time you get a strong 1 minute green candle after the stock has tested. So remember, it already tested. Step two is the first time it hits and breaks the 8, 21, 55, 100 EMA on a 5 minute chart, you're simply switching over to a 1 minute chart. And then for longs, wait for the next time you get a strong 1 minute green candle. After this happens, you simply buy through the next time a prior 1 minute high breaks, regardless of when, whether it's the next candle or not. You set a tight stop under the prior 1 minute or 5 minute candle afterwards. Please note that in order to use any moving average here, a higher moving average must have not tested. So if the 21 EMA has tested, you cannot later use the 8 EMA. Take profits. And I'm going to give you two examples which happened today. And two names that we played, and I'm going to talk about Gilead, a name I was unable to make money on, and Boeing, a name that I was. So what you have right now on the right and left hand side is a 1 and 5 minute chart in Gilead. I have the 8 and 21 EMA set up. I didn't even show the volume here. Here, put my mug right over there. What I want to just show you is you're first focusing on the right hand side over here on the 5 minute. Notice how right over here between 950 and 955, you hit the 5 minute EMA on Gilead, right? You hit it at $80.86. So then, after you break $80.86, it actually happened right over here on the 1 minute. This is the point right over here where you tested that 5 minute ADMA. And I can even show you, even when I highlight this on the left side, notice you get the cross on the right side. The right side is 5 minute, the left side is 1 minute, and my face is in the middle. All right, so just let's move my face down. So what you're waiting for here is this 1 minute green candle between 950 and 951. After this 1 minute green candle happens, you could buy through the top of 8108. Look at that beautiful move to 8149. You never really know how far this thing is going to go. And you're pretty much putting a stop at the bottom of this candle here. Like that would be a hard stop. You could try trailing it, but the point is you made your money right away. And again, I know Gilead options or whatever on a day like today. I am generalizing with this name, but yes, I think you could have made money from 8108 to 8149 in a matter of 2 minutes. You're not suffering any massive time decay at that point of the day. Now you'll notice on the right hand side, after you hit the exponential 8, you went ahead and you hit the 21, right over here. Notice when I highlight it right here, and I'm going to move my mug back to the upper middle. Notice when I highlight it right here, you get the highlight on the left side. So my mouse and cursor right here is on the 5 minute side on the right side. Notice how it highlights the 1 minute bars. That's, again, a beautiful thing about TC2000. Makes life easy. So after you test it here at 80.27, notice that exponential 21 is at 80.27 right here. Oh, you can't actually see it because my face is blocking me. Take my word that this 5 minute right here is 80.27 on Gilead, right? So you go right over to the 1 minute chart. You see right over here, this is the first candle. This is the first candle that broke 80.27. Look at that. Now, normally you would be trying to scramble to buy. You might market order. The stock would get a little whippy here. And you're waiting. You're just simply waiting for the next strong green candle. And I need to point something out. I did put the word strong in quotes. Be smart. I haven't fully mathematically explained what range of what a green bar should look like, but let it close in the upper end of the range to be strong. What percentage of the upper range? The top 17%? If you're pulling out the calculator like that, you're not stop. And I'm the math nerd telling you that. Stop. Stop it right now. Don't do that stuff. So you get the 1 minute right over here. Check that out. After the 5 minute hits, you get a 1 minute green bar. Look at that rally. 80.72 all the way to 82.26 in a matter of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 minutes. Look at that. Look at that. Eyeball it. That's right. Did I do today? Oh, God, did I do that? No, that's tomorrow's levels, April 29th. Let me see what I did in Twitter. I did April 29th on Twitter, brother. Already took care of it. Already took care of it, Ken. Right back at you, sir. Right back at you, sir. Love you guys. All right. Anyway, he's right. Tomorrow is 4:30, and Rich is. Rob is like, oh, time out, Mr. Melnick. No, Mr. Melnick, that's not how it works. You see, today was April 29th. Tomorrow is April 30th. So all the levels there are right. I just didn't change the date. Ken, can I have my words back, please? Can you give me those words back? Yum, 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 yum. Mmm, that was good. Thank you. I ate my words. All right. I was told. I'm woke to what was happening before I was falling asleep on it. Now I'm woke. I'm gonna go ahead and post the real levels. Just one moment. Believe me, you need a laugh on a day like today. Um, tweet out Newsbeat live levels. All right. Beautiful. Okay, so you see what happened. I gave the 8 and 21 example on Gilead. Name we're obviously watching today. Here's Boeing. Um, here's Boeing. Now, here's interesting. So Boeing hits the exponential 8 right over here at 10:15, breaks 136.58. So immediately at 10:15, you could already see on the left-hand side, it like highlights that range. Now, here's the deal. Here's the deal. Where is it? You could just saw it. All right, right here. So this is where you put in your first strong green candle, right? A lot of times you could trace it on the 1 minute. You could actually tighten your know your limit stop every time. If you did in here, you would have had the potential to make the most. But pretty much when you're doing this trade, you're buying through 136.53 in Boeing on this candle right here, as this is the first strong green candle you put in, and you're treating it as a one and done afterwards with a stop at the bottom here. If you did that, you would have been able to potentially milk it to 137.38 before it potentially stopped you out. And that's on the 8 minute. The exponential 8. Next, you wait for the test of the 21, and this looks kind of choppy. It actually happened right over here between 1:30 and 1:35 p.m. Check this out. Between 1:30 1:35 p.m. Let's see right over here. See, so you can actually see where the 1 minute bars are as you do it. Check this out. Check this out. Looks on the 5 minute like the know your limit 21 failed, right? How many people thinks awesome, Bobby? Oh, if you can't see what Bobby's saying, in the past the only five-figure days were losses. Today he had his first five-figure day with 6 for 6. You want to talk about which name you caught and what strategy you did and what you did? Just to give us a little more insight, I'd appreciate that if you don't mind. Okay, so with that being said, how many people would look at this Know Your Limit 21 and think it failed? I would have in the past, just off an eyeball, right? How many people would look at that Know Your Limit 21 and say, ah, Bowen, Know Your Limit 21 failed? How many people would say that? I would. I mean, 11. Me, right? Let's look to actually see what happened because now we're woke to what's actually happening. Before we were asleep, now we're woke. So maybe it did fail, but we're going to find out. So right over here, you can see like when I highlight this know your limit right here, notice how it goes to the left side. So I'm going to go right over here to the left side, right over here. Look, this is the first green bar you put in, right? This is the first green bar you put in after that 21 was hit. Now, the next thing you do is after that green bar comes in for the first time, what are you doing next? After you do that, whoops, no, that's not what you're doing next. Son of a gun. Right over here. Check that out. Beautiful. All right, check it out right here. So you get a strong 1 minute green candle. You wait. So after a test, you switch over to 1 minute. For longs, wait for the next time you get a strong 1 minute green candle. After this happens, you buy through the next time a prior 1 minute high breaks. Whoops, moved it over again. Regardless of when. Do you see that? Regardless of when. So going back, look, I write these words in for a reason. Okay. So I'm going to make it real easy on you, and I'm going to draw it out and show you how expletive incredible this strategy really is. You're going to see why I was excited before. So right over here in this range is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Like so, pretty much, this was the 5 minute. This was the 5 minute bar on the 1 minute. 5 minute bar translated into 1 minute bars, right? So you basically get 5 bars, right? Now what happens is right over here is your step one. I mean, step one is you hit the know your limit on the 5 minute, right? Afterwards, you guys get that, right? So right over here, afterwards is the first green candle. First green candle. You see that? And I'm going to have to change this font to 48. Son of a gun, I did it again. First screen candle. All right? Get the first screen candle. Afterwards, the trade switches into a one and done. Do you guys get that? The trade literally transforms in that point to a one and done. Look at where you're buying. You're buying right through here. I'm not sure if this candle broke the prior candle. Let me just see. They're the same high. You're actually buying right here through 143.85, right there. Right before the stock pops up 65 cents in your favor. Easy. What I'm going to do is I'm going to be selling like 85 to 90, 85 to 100% of my position on the first pop and let the rest ride. You have that mentality, you're making money on every single one of these if you're executing properly. Check that out. So you are actually, do you guys are with me still? You guys understand what I'm talking about here? So you literally one and done here. You literally entered on that yellow line. No more guessing. You're not going to get the best prints in the world, but you're going to make money more often. Entered here on the yellow line. Yes, I would mark it in on a Boeing at after 1:30 p.m. Yeah, you're marketing without blinking in a Boeing. Make sure that the options are tight. Ladies and gentlemen, if this was common stock, do you realize how much I would expletive kill it? Are you kidding me? If this was common stock, Boeing, I'd be like 10,000 shares of Boeing easy on a day of earnings? On an earnings day? 10,000 shares of Boeing, the stock is going to pop up literally. At worst, it went again, it opened up at 83 cents, pulled down 12, went up through 85. Immediately, within, I don't know, less than 60 seconds, probably 30, 40 seconds, maybe even 20. I don't know. I don't know because I don't have a seconds chart up. You are up 40 cents. I would be up 4 grand. And if I tried to throw it away, I'd be up 2 grand, 2,500 before the next candle comes in and raises it 25 cents higher. Or maybe I would just trail it and maybe get stopped out here under 144.02 through a 1 minute stop. Are you guys feeling me on this one? So, yes, as crappy as this looks, it actually worked. But even if it would have worked in the past, it worked in a way now where you had confidence the entire way. I'm into that. I just got my kid a new bike. Funny you say that. But it's not a green bike, M green, it's a blue bike. So 100 EMA, it already is being applied to the 100 EMA because it's part of the 100 EMA strategy and 55. Yes. Can it be done on the pivot point? I believe so. I literally taught you a way to earn confirmation every single time, which in the past, the Know Your Limit did not offer confirmation. Every single Know Your Limit from this point on has confirmation. And I think this cute little 1 minute strategy I talked about, I'm pretty sure you could add it to our VWAP strategy, our pivot point strategy, et cetera, et cetera, et cetera, et cetera, et cetera. All right, just be kick it to me straight. Talk to me. I'm not woke at the moment because my eyes are closed. Talk to me straight. How many of you guys think this is a game changer for your trading? Conversely, would you think the pops as a buy opportunity for the overall market direction? Like it's going down, use the 1 minute to buy salaries. What do you mean the pops as a buy opportunity for the overall direction? Like it's going down, and use the 1 minute to get a buy set up when it retests whichever. Yes, that's not even conversely. That's exactly what it is, Roland. That's exactly right, Roland. Usually confirmation is expensive, but my point is what I'm going to do is I'm going to think of a certain size position in which I want to hold, and I'm going to chuck the rest for money so I get paid. And then if it runs, it runs. Yes, that's exactly right. Dwayne's saying no more limit order for you to open up this position. Now, I will mention if I was a prop trader with common stock, or if I was trading common stock on these, I do not believe I would ever have a down day ever again. I would have down trades. I do not believe I would have a down day ever again. I know that sounds cocky. I know what I sound like. Do we need TC2000 for it? No. Does your charts allow you to put in the same exact levels of the moving averages in which I have? I would make sure if you're not using TC2000. My number one recommendation is get TC2000, just so we're clear. Now, you're stubborn, you like your old charts, whatever you're used to is best. I would I would do that. I would make sure that your pre and post market data are not taken into consideration with your exponential moving averages. This to me, this discovery for me, I don't even know how valuable this is. Like if I had to put a price tag on my trading, I would say it's worth $100,000 at least. I know that sounds stupid. I know that sounds conceited. I know that sounds cocky. This is such a game changer. Why were you not always drilling down to 1 minute to tactic? So Derek is asking, why wasn't I always drilling down on this 1 minute chart to tactically enter? Wouldn't this kind of price action be key to confirming you are getting support at whatever pivot you are trading against? That's an excellent point, Derek. But if you were looking at the market 3 to 12 months ago, we were actually able to get the prices at the bottom of the candlesticks before they turned green. Some people in the room over 80% of the time. In this environment, it's a little different. Excellent question. You wish you know this as I said, Alex, my biggest regret is not discovering this sooner. If I find something, anything, I always put it out as soon as possible. I wish I was doing this too. I can't apologize for not releasing something I didn't know existed before this afternoon. Um, yeah, that makes two of us. I wish I knew this years ago. And look, don't get me wrong. A lot of times you can confirm on 1 minute charts. That's not like the miraculous thing. The miraculous thing is for how much more it makes effective a strategy that you didn't have to do before. Wonder this will work on multiple EMA touches. I don't know, Eddie. That I would love for you to tell me. I don't know what other time frames it works on right now. No more limit orders. That's right. Make your layout 4 screens with the Qs and spies below on a 5 minute. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful idea. Primarily earnings names? Nope. News names as well. Check out Gilead. Looks like stock would work best. Absolutely agree, Mark. 100%. Using 1 minute green for confirmation, but not second candle. Exactly. It turns into a one and done. It turns into a one and done after the EMA is hit and after you get the green candle. So you're just transforming the trade into a one and done. Does it depend on the spreads? I looked at stamps today in the market. All right, so yeah, so obviously, Steve, absolutely. Like if you see like 2 by 490 spread, like don't market order. You have to use some form of common sense based on the name you're trading. If Boeing has a 5 to 10 cent spread, I'm cool with that. I'm cool with that. If Apple has a 5 to 10 cent spread, I'm cool with that. If AMD has a 5 to 10 cent spread, and the symbols happen to have the letters AMD in succession, I am not cool with that. Don't like that stock. But you get the picture. If it's Google, I could give a crap less if it was a 20 cent, 30 cent spread. Go ahead. It's Google. It's going to move a dollar to 10. Do it. Again, I would never tell you to buy or sell security, but I'm telling you my own comfort zone here is the only thing I'm insinuating. So yes, Steve, don't do it with stamps. Not on a day like today. Excellent point. Did you say enter and exit on market? Try to exit on limit every time. Try your best. Always, Millen, you would be entering on limit. Uh, Entering on market, sorry, and exiting on limit. Excellent question, excellent point. Do you guys trade through TC? Oh, just for charting. I wouldn't trade through TC2000 if you paid me. Literally, you could pay me money and would say no. I'm not trading on it. No. So wait for the second 1 minute bar green. No, I wait for the first 1 minute bar green, and the next time it goes through, it's a one and done. So I don't know when the first 1 minute bar will turn green. The truth is, you could plummet through 10 moving averages before it turns green, and the strategy would remain identical. The EMA, step one, EMA hits. Step two, you put in a 1 minute green bar. Step three, trade transforms into a one and done. That's it. It doesn't get more complex than that. And it only counts for the first time you test it on that moving average. I'm okay. But the spreads have to be good. Exactly. 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 Helen, I deserve the dunce cap because I don't understand. Glad this is recorded. Helen, you can reach out to me anytime and I would be more than happy to explain this to you. So I'm going to try it again. So very simple. You're starting off on a 5-minute chart. Step one, you're trying to buy after the first time one of the moving averages hit. In this example, I'm only showing the 8 and 21. I use other moving averages as well. I could even show you an example on my real charts for when the 100 happens. Um, all right, so did it hit today? Today's Wednesday. Yeah, so look, Boeing right over here hit the 100 moving average. Right over here at 3:20, between 3:15 and 3:20 p.m., you broke 138.96, which is that pink line I see on the chart between 3:15 and 3:20. So what you do is after it hits, you go over to watching your 1-minute bar, 318. Um, what was the level again? When it hit, it broke, excuse me, 138.96. So it broke 138.96 for the first time, and that happened right over here. Happened right over here. Check this out, right over here. Now, after that happens, and this is a 1-minute translation of the 5-minute chart, meaning after you see it hit on the 5-minute, you look at your 1-minute chart and you're looking at this candlestick right here. This is all you see at this point, Helen. This is all you see. And if you still don't understand, that's okay, but I'm going to explain it like this. You see it break right over here. It's 138.85. Now, after this, you're waiting for the first strong green bar. Is that a strong green bar? Yes or no, ladies and gentlemen? No, it's red. And green bars, by the way, are open versus close. So if you want to know what a green bar is, very important. It's open versus close is what makes a green bar. You have to close higher than you open. That's what defines it on my chart. Yes or no? Right now, type in 55 if this is a strong green bar right here, or 66 if it's not. Is this a strong green bar? It's closing near the mid end of the range. That's not strong. Exactly. You guys get it. Here's the next bar. Is that a strong green bar? Is the next bar strong? Type 55 if yes, 66 if no. This is all the information you have at this point. I'm not cherry picking anything here. Yes, this actually is a strong green bar because you're closing near the high end of the range. That's how I define it. So now, immediately, you're buying through the next time a prior 1-minute high breaks. Did you buy it right here on this next candle? You have to break through 139.20. Did you buy it here on this candle? No, you never got to 139.20. The high of this candle now is 139.15. So the next time you break 139.15, you buy it. Do you buy it on this candle? Yes. Yes, you buy it on this candle. You go long through 139.15 right over here. This is all the information you have on Boeing. This is what happens next. So you bought right over here through 139.15. Your stock went to 139.60. Not the biggest move. And if you wanted to trail a 1-minute stop at that point, you would have gotten stopped at 139.35 for a micro profit. I highly suggest you try to sell out of all to 90%. When you're starting, sell 100%. When you get good at it, leave a runner if you want. And again, I would never legally tell you to buy or sell security. It's just what I would do. Okay? And you get this. Not the sexiest move in the world. You don't know what bar number 2 looks like, as Rudy would say. Get it? Get it? I don't have mucho timeo lefto, so I'm going to go into the next strategy. And you wonder why I failed Espanol en mi escuela, right? We're going to talk about the 821 Know Your Limit chart reset. It's actually a strategy that doesn't tell you to buy or sell. It actually just resets the chart, especially for the 5 minute, 8 and 21. Here is the rules. You take a name that has intraday volume elevation. You reset the 8 EMA and 21 EMA as if they've never tested on the 5 minute chart. Trade the latest version of the 8 and 21 EMA, which is what I just shared with you. Okay, you ready for this? Check this out. So we bought Gilead today. We had a really good price in hindsight, but you got stopped out. Boo! Nobody likes getting stopped out, myself included. But look what happened. Look what happened intraday. You have to be able to identify this bar right over here. As soon as you put in this high volume bar on a breakout, what I'm saying is you didn't have to, we were trying to predict this breakout happening and it just got too choppy before it worked. That's why we were unable to capitalize. But check this out. You spike up right here. You immediately can use the know your limit 8 as if it never tested before. Check that out. Goes right down towards it, hits it officially right over here between 12:15 and 12:20. So this is what happens. Between 12:15 and 12:20 when you hit, which was right over here, you hit it right over here. You pretty much put in a strong green bar. You go long, check that out. 83.87 to 84.23, 36 cents in 1 minute. It doesn't get easier than that. Going back to the 21, and I know I'm moving sort of quick here. You treat this 21 as if it never hit before because you had the volume elevation. Check that out. You hit it right over here for the first time. It actually obviously, was it the first time? Yeah, no, it actually hit the 21 right over here. Oh, no, over here in the morning, and the 1 minute strategy would have worked beautifully on that. So here's the chart reset where you'd be buying it between 105, 1 and 105 p.m. when it broke 83.52. So let's just look here real quick. All right, check this out. Right over here is when you broke 83.52 for the first time. Right over there. You put in a strong green bar. You go long right here. It's a quick 28 cents, and then it fails afterwards. Now look, I'm not saying that you're going to make anything serious with a move like this, but you are putting yourself in the potential that it could keep running higher. Okay, that's skilled. Boeing on the 5 minute also had a volume elevation today, right over here. You're going to have to be able to say that this 1120 to 1125 bar was a volume elevation. You could clearly see that it's much bigger than the candles around it. You have to be able to do that if you're going to do this strategy. Comes down, hits the exponential 8 right over here. Going back to Derek's point in the past, why wouldn't we use confirmation? Because in the past, we would be able to buy like almost at the dead bottom of this candle. But let's do it with the new way. So between 11:30 and 11:35, it broke 139.93. So between 11:30 and 11:35, the stock broke the exponential 8 at 139.93, which happens right over here, ladies and gentlemen, on this 1 minute candle. You go along through 141 right over here. It goes to 141.75, 75 cents in 1 minute. If you wanted an exercise your full stop and let it run, it would have ran higher, but look at that. 75 cents in 1 minute. You can make money even on a Boeing with 75 cents in 1 minute. Easily. This is on earnings day after they reported. You can make money like that. And not only that, I want to mention, look how your volume elevated there. You know what's going to happen to the implied volatility of your options? They're going to be treated differently than a normal 75-cent move. This 75-cent move is coming within 60 seconds. You're not bleeding time value. Do you understand why this strategy is so important? Do you guys get it? Well, they start off on the 5 minute chart, Millen, and then they transfer over to the one. Wow. For somebody who has shaken up confidence in the month of April like many of us do, Rob, those might be the sexiest words that I've uttered through your lips. Yes, I think I can take more size with this. Amen, brother. Yes. Yes, that's what I want to hear. Like, holy fecal matter. I've never even tried this strategy and I want to take more size with this. Yes. Yes, Elisa. Yes. Risk is smaller. Richard. Stock is even easier. You know what I'm going to do? You're going to see what I'm going to do. I'm going to actually be on the new T3 Guardian, and I'm going to show you how easy it is to make money with common stock. I'll still be trying to do this with options, but I'm going to show you. Okay. Yep. No psychological toxicity, modest losses, modest gains, way more gains than losses. Yes. Yes, yes, yes. Love you guys. Look, my life is in danger. I didn't want to come to you guys like this, but there's a chance that my wife might strangle me tonight, and I would deserve it, so I don't want to screw up. Um, I have to. My kids are stir crazy, and she's going nuts, and a ninja mark strangle. Yes. All right. This looks really great. Hope you guys enjoyed this. Happy trading, make money, and I'll see you guys tomorrow morning on the Newsbeat live trading broadcast. Yeah, sometimes it's a good kick to the midsection, William. My stomach, but you get the